Hey everyone, this time on Tim Talks Audio, we get a chance to look at the Joey Sturgis Drumshotz from Drumforge. I was able to pull up an old session that has a very interesting thing going on with the drums, and it's a great example to use some drum samples in to try and fix the problem. Let's dive into the DAW and take a look at what the issue may have been. So here we are inside the session, and I have my drums in light blue over here. Now I'm going to expand my folder real quick. And let's take a look at these three kick tracks right here. You may notice something. There's not a lot of information going on. What I'm going to do is zoom in. And you can see that the tracking engineer, when they exported everything, only gave me the triggers for the kicks. And being a mixing engineer, sometimes this happens. You get little mix-ups and you have to deal with what you're handed. So for this mix, what I can do is replace that kick because I have a perfect trigger of when it was supposed to be, but I have no information except on this one right here. And honestly, it looks like it's a not that great edit. Let's take a listen to some of the Joey Sturgis drum shots and see how they'll take the place of the missing kick drum. So when I did my rough mix, I started with this one right here. And I'm going to go into trigger, and I have the kick blow from Joey Sturgis's pack. Now, I went in, and all of the samples I grabbed are the normalized versions, but you also get the original as well, so you really get twice the number of samples. Inside, there's multiple samples, but it gives you lots of flexibility and options with each one of those, because you can have the direct signal right here, the overhead, and the room for that same hit, or you can do this sample right here, which is a blend of the three, according to what Joey wanted to do. And he does that for all of the different sets of samples. Blow, face, gut, jaw, punch. These are all just kick samples. But he gives you the blend of the room and direct and the overheads as an option. In the Drumshotz, he also gives you lots of snares as well. We have slap, smack, spank, and THICC. And he also gives the assortment of toms as well. Today we're going to be concentrating on the kicks and snares, but just wanted you to know that there's a lot of options in the Joey Sturgis pack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solo out my drums right now, and let's listen to how the blow kick sounds in this drum mix. Not bad at all. But what we're going to do now is we're going to see how different kick samples change the sound of the drum set. As we saw before, we have to completely replace the kick. The file just didn't get transferred, only the triggers did. So we heard blow. Let's change channels to right here. And I have gut on. Let's take a listen to the same part where gut is, and then I'll switch back to blow. So you can see as we change through different samples, the sound of the kit changes a bit. Now, it's just one element, but you do have to think of drums as a whole instrument. Changing one element does change the sound of the entire instrument, in this case, the kick drum. You may have noticed as I was going through, on this first track, I have the direct blow mic, but on these ones, I have the gut blend, and I have face blend. Let's go into the first track, and we'll put the blow blend in, and then do another quick jump through. We listened to some of the kick samples already. Now let's change it over to snare. Thankfully, we didn't have the same problem that we had with the kick, where it was just the triggers. So I do have the natural live recorded snare for this mix. But as we all know, you want to add some samples to beef up your sound. So I've loaded in 4 of the different options that Joey has available in this drum pack. So let's just cycle through them and see how the sound of the snare changes within this mix. As we were cycling through, I muted all of the samples so that you could hear what the live snare sounded like. But it sounded a bit different because I actually have an extra send to the reverb on the sample itself just to give it a little bit more body, and I wanted the sample to be triggering the reverb. Now, I do have it on this bus here as well, but there's not as much, so it's kind of a blend. This is what worked for this mix. In the Joey Sturgis Drumshotz pack, there's lots of flexibility with all the different blends that you can do with the multitude of samples that he gave you in the pack, both being normalized or in the original shots themselves. We only touched on just a couple of the samples that he has available for you, so make sure to pick up this pack for yourself, which is available now from Drumforge, and check out the sounds and how it can enhance your mix. If you found anything in this video informative, please like and share the video. For more, visit timflanzbaum.com, and if you have a question, ask it in a comment and I'll answer it in a future video. Thanks for watching.